I made the mistake last week of trying to state the roster like mid-matches, and it was simply because I wanted to get into the action. I didn't really want to focus on information that you can strictly get from the Discord. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Undercard Season 10, Episode 2, Last Gold Rush, the first technical premium live event of the final season here. And as you can see, this is our women's division. We've got Becky Lynch, Hikaru, Shida, Awesome Kong, Supergirl, Shayna Baszler, Gail Kim, Wii Fit Trainer, and Alundra Blaze. Should have done that in alphabetical order, but that's alright. In the undercard division, AJ Styles, Booker T, current champion Godzilla, Gunther, Hulk Hogan, number one contender, will be in action in the main event today. JBL, Jay Lethal, John Cena, Kazuchika Okada, who absolutely dominated last week. We've got Kenny Omega, Kofi Kingston, MJF, Orange Cassidy, Rey Mysterio, Ric Flair, and of course, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. And then, for the tag team division, Beer Money, Good Brothers, the Nightmare Family, Dustin and Cody Rhodes, Sabertooth and Zombie Warrior in action later today. Team Driver, number one contenders, and of course the undefeated Team Halloween. That is our full roster, so now you know, and I don't have to repeat myself, hopefully, a million times. Let's take a look at the card. Opening up the show, we've got the Tag Team Championships. Defending is the still, for like 3 seasons long, undefeated Team Halloween. They absolutely dominated seasons 4 and 5 and have returned here for the final season and will be going up against Team Driver Jerry Lynn and Tommy Dreamer. Then we've got, debuting in the undercard division, Booker T versus MJF. Hikaru Shida versus Wii Fit Trainer, returning women from previous seasons. We've got the Good Brothers versus Sabertooth and Zombie Warrior from Season 1. This is the only team and the only appearances from the first season, so that's kind of crazy that they're back for one more ride. And then we've got Kofi Kingston versus Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega makes his undercard debut here today. Very excited about that. Then we've got Awesome Kong, undefeated still, facing Shayna Baszler, number one contender for the women's championship. So yeah, title on the line there. And then of course, in our main event, number one contender Hulk Hogan, who defeated John Cena last week. That's up on the YouTube currently, versus our champion, reigning, defending Season 9 winner, Godzilla. Thank you for joining. Let's start the show. See, I like to kick the action off quickly, but it's also like, I have to explain things to you people. I had to say the roster at least once, but that information is in the Discord. And of course, this is the Tag Team Championship on the line. Jerry Lynn there getting knocked down by Michael Myers, one half of the only undefeated tag team in undercard history, Team Halloween. They're just so dominant. There's no way to stop these guys. They're absolutely dangerous. And in this matchup, you would think that if things start to get to the outside, maybe Team Driver would have some sort of, I don't know, advantage because of their hardcore background. But if you bring weapons into play, who better to play with weapons than Michael Myers and Leatherface, of course, with the knife and the chainsaw and who knows what else they might bring to the fight. There was a headbutt by Michael Myers, reverse Irish whip off the ropes, back, and down you go. There is no stopping the unstoppable killers, Tommy Dreamer getting knocked down there. Team Driver started off last week by getting a slight bare win over Beer Money. They just barely got away with a victory, and I don't know if that's possible. Here, suplex in the center. Knee to the gut. Action underway. 3 minutes into the match, tag made to Leatherface. And here comes the power bomb. And there's a sickle to your face. Weapons already being involved. And anybody wondering about rules, there's only one rule. There are no rules. And there's a sledgehammer. Weapons are legal. There is no disqualification, no count out. Pinfalls must happen inside of the ring. Rope break is always in play. Oh, clothesline there. Tommy Dreamer, the heart and soul of ECW. He's not going to give up. That's one of the good things about Tommy Dreamer. He doesn't know when to stop, and he will fight till his heart stops beating, and that might happen here because it's getting sandwiched between Team Halloween, who both have weapons. Oh, God, there's a chair and a baseball bat, and now Jerry Lynn's going to have to save his partner. Elbow to the back of the head. Leatherface getting stomped on. Michael Myers just poking away with that baseball bat. It is not the 9th inning. It's just the beginning. Oh, God, they're swinging away for the fences, and there's a double team move by the champions to the number 1 contenders. The challengers are in trouble. Oh, kendo stick to the face. And it's a fork. There's so much action happening here already. Into the barricade you go. Into the corner post you go. Michael Myers and Jerry Lynn brawling on the outside. Leatherface on the inside with a kendo stick. You got to get that weapon out of his hand. He's just smacking the number 1 contenders. There's a torture rack. Referee Charles Robinson gonna check on that, and Tommy Dreamer's got that kendo stick, but he decided to drop it and go back to his corner. Michael Myers, I'm not sure if there was a proper tag. There may have been. It doesn't matter. Action continues here in the undercard. This is Season 10, Episode 2, Last Gold Rush. This is the premium live event where the titles are on the line for the first time to be defended. I mean, we crowned champions, but nothing really new to talk about in terms of the title picture. I mean, Godzilla retained, so Season 9 winner is still the current champion, and there's an elevated chokehold. I believe Jerry Lynn is busted open. Blood coming out of the face, and Leatherface might smell that from a mile away like a shark. Tommy Dreamer trying to choke Michael Myers. Strike exchange. Clothesline. Team Halloween never been pinned, never been submitted. They've never lost. I would have to go back and see what their actual record is, but there's the finisher by Michael Myers. Chop, chop, chop. Kill, kill, kill. 1, 2, and barely got there at the last second to hold on to the chance of a lifetime to do the impossible. Russian leg sweep in the center. Jerry Lynn is bleeding and slow to recover. Back to their corners they go. Double tag. Everybody's in action now. Everybody's here at the center. Tommy Dreamer swinging with those hands, those dangerous striking fists. In the corner you go, and now massacre into the corner. The most devastating finisher. And the Texas suplex from the Texas murderer. Kendo stick to the ribs. The Leatherface loves inflicting pain, doing damage, and hurting people. This is fun for him. And Tommy Dreamer with a desperation cover, but the ropes were there. Leatherface is so big, and no! Oh my God, there it is! The Texas Massacre dropped him right on the kendo stick. And Tommy Dreamer only survives due to a rope break. Nobody's ever actually kicked out of that move. That doesn't count as a kick out. The ropes were there to save his life. Puts the horns up. and swings the sledgehammer down. Michael Myers watching from the corner. Desperation tag from Tommy Dreamer, had to get out of harm's way. And Leatherface goes back to his corner. The champion's in absolute control here. No surprise. What can they do? Wait a minute, Jerry Lynn with the experience. Oh. There was a slight chance that Jerry Lynn's wrestling experience might have helped him there, but only a 1 count off of that roll-up, and now the sledgehammer to the bloodied body. The carcass of Jerry Lynn. Oh, Gourd Buster drops him down. And a little bit of an echo. But the show continues. Ladies and gentlemen, all the titles are on the line. Tag Team Championship on the line right now. We also have the undefeated Awesome Kong in action later against #1 contender Shayna Baszler. And, of course, Godzilla versus Hulk Hogan. An atomic showdown there. Texas Cloverleaf. That's one of Leatherface's moves. Done to him. And Tommy Dreamer off the ropes ran into nothing but pain. Sledgehammer in play. Tommy Dreamer lost control and now is being dragged into harm's way here. Corner of the champions is not where you want to be. I mean, usually it's like you got to separate and focus, but is it even going to matter? Off the ropes, nothing to follow up. How do you choose who to focus on here? Is there anything you can do against Leatherface besides run away? Scream and run and hope somehow you live to see next week, where we will also have more people in action that have never been seen before, and Jerry Lynn is getting reversed there in the corner. Pile of blood. Dropped down to the knee. Leatherface got to get back in the ring here. This is a mistake by the champion. Jerry Lynn's getting some offense in, and Tommy Dreamer's just having time of recovering. Michael Myers not getting involved is interesting too. I guess he just doesn't care because he's emotionless. And Tommy Dreamer is exactly the opposite, fueled with passion. And here comes Team Driver running right into the powerbomb. It doesn't matter what you do. Reversal off of the Hurricanrana attempt. 1, 2, and no! Well, that was a disaster. I don't know if any tag team stands a chance. The same old story in the tag division. And now, going back to the undercard division, first time showing Booker T and MJF facing each other for the first time right here, live.
Fight!
Both competitors wearing white. MJF doing that old school thing of back in the day, the bad guys actually used to wear white instead of black, and I know that sounds like backwards, but I guess it doesn't matter what you wear, it's how you perform. And if you want to talk about top-level performers, there's a reason MJF is here. He was AEW champion, and he was performing at the peak of his career, and he's only, 25 or something? He's super young, and anyone that doesn't watch AEW, I really suggest you watch like an MJF promo or just one of his matches. This kid is outstandingly talented, and he'll tell you all about it. He's cocky. He's got the arrogance, but he also has the intelligence, very smart, going up against a multiple-time WCW champion, multiple-time tag team champion, former heavyweight champion, Booker T, arguably one of the top performers of all time. And that's what Season 10 is all about. This final season, I didn't want to bring back former undercard champions. I wanted to bring back the greatest champions of all time throughout history, and I believe MJF deserves to be in that discussion. Due to his age and the amount of success he's already had in his career, it's very rare to see that in wrestling. He's defeated legends before, and he's definitely going up against a legend here. Knee bar, submission style, headlock takedown. MJF with that classic headlock takedown. He says he can beat people with simple moves like that, and back fist attempt, eye poke. Booker T getting blinded and dropped down to the mat. MJF working on the arm. Staying at a striking distance, kick to the ass. Booker T says, "Can you dig it, sucker?" Eye rake. MJF is going to play dirty, and it's all welcome here. You can play how you want to. You can wrestle whatever style you need to. Just get the job done and get the first victory out of the way. There's no better way to start this season than with a W. And a dominant performance. Oh, face first. Nice bulldog there. Knee bar. Back down to the ground. Constant submission attempts by MJF. He's not going to give up. He's relentless, and Booker T's going to have to adjust here. Usually Booker T's the quicker one, but maybe not in this matchup. Single leg lock there. Now Booker T with the submission of his own. Lock up, neck breaker. Booker T has performed on the largest stage of them all, WrestleMania, multiple times, and had some of the most classic moments in wrestling history. Chop, fist, strike exchange between the two. Down goes Booker T. Oh, nice. Natural selection there. And a fist punch combo. There's a knuckle sandwich for you. Hope you were hungry. Lunch came early. Every other episode this season will be a premium live event, as always. Headlock takedown. Titles will be on the line, which means next time we see Team Halloween will be episode 4. Obviously, MJF is taunting, and Booker T's just letting him do it. Went for the leg sweep. Booker T with those dangerous kicks. He's got experienced feet. He can kick you from all kinds of angles. One half of Hall of Fame team Harlem Heat. Booker T's had multiple careers, essentially. An expert in tag team wrestling, singles wrestling. He's been wrestling his whole life. And MJF working on the arm. Got it locked in, looking for maybe the salt of the earth at one point in this matchup. Finishing submission, and Booker T with the high kick off the ropes. 1, 2, and a nice kick out there by MJF. Oh, there's a sweep down to the legs, takes him out. Sidewalk slam. Oh, he said, "Fuck you." MJF controversial, to say the least. Really excited to see how he performs here in Season 10. I mean, we've had some of these younger competitors, and it's a lot of pressure. Tombstone pile driver. Charles Robinson with the 2. Booker T gets the shoulder up. Uh-oh, scissor kick. Can you dig it? Spinneroonie! Could we see the Spinneroonie right here now? He's gonna spin! Yeah, he did it! That was cool. He did the Spinneroonie in the bookend! MJF just walked into the bookend. Cover! And a bear kick out at 2.9. And another finisher! Booker T going for the Spinneroonie instead of a cover. I mean, MJF is close to the ropes anyway, but I believe Booker T probably could have won this match. But he can't help himself. He's got to do the Spinneroonie. And now he's going to pay for that. You can't make those kind of mistakes against MJF. He's too smart for that. Headlock, takedown, rope break. Referee had to separate the two. Fighting in the corner now. Kick to the ass. Throws him out of the ring, and now MJF going to recover after getting hit with back-to-back scissor kicks and a bookend. Don't know how much left he can take here. Oh, knees to the arm. Slow recovery from Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Went for the knee, did not connect. Booker T kicking him away. Headlock, takedown. If MJF wins with this move, it would definitely send a message and boost his ego even more. We don't want that to happen. And if anybody has a giant ego, it's this kid right here. MJF with the tombstone again. Rolls him over, picks him up. What's he going to do? Oh, he's talking shit to him. Behind his back, nonetheless. Counter. Booker T in the center of the ring decides to strike battle. Can you dig it? Super kick. He got kicked out of the NWO. Oh, no! Heat Seeker! Heat Seeker, MJF. Pulling his tights back up. 1, 2, and it's over. Oh my goodness. A huge victory for Maxwell Jacob Friedman. That's crazy. That heat seeker right in the center, and I don't think Booker T expected it and just could not kick out. Now we've got a really interesting match because we're going to take a look at a previous season. We've obviously had some great action in the past and some great women's champions here in this series. Going back to season 6, we had We Fit Trainer. Going back to season 8, we had Hikaru Shida. And these two will be facing each other right now. Last time we saw Hikaru Shida, she defeated Ronda Rousey in the season 8 finale. And the last time we saw We Fit Trainer, I believe she lost to Gail Kim, if my memory serves me right. Gail Kim's also competing in this season as well. That's the only season, which would be season 6, that has 2 representatives, Gail Kim and We Fit Trainer, and there's a nice crossbody off the ropes. But we had to bring back We Fit Trainer. It's such a classic, interesting character. Obviously from the realm of video games. With a very interesting style too. The submission game. She will stretch you out and get you ready for aerobics. She's got that kickboxing background. We Fit Trainer has all kinds of sports and things you can do. And she brings all of that to the table. And Hikaru Shida, who's usually 100% offense, is staying away from danger right now. Went for the Falcon Arrow, got denied. Suplex outside of the ring. We Fit Trainer's going to take the time to wait, and Shida bringing in the kendo. if you're watching on Twitch, I believe we're going to go into an ad break, but the action will continue here live on Twitch and posted later on YouTube. The Undercard every Monday. This is currently the final season. Season 10, the greatest champions, 2 great women's champions from previous seasons right now going up against each other. Trying to move up in the women's division. First time for them to get that chance. And that kendo stick. Hikaru Shida wants nothing to do with that. Jumping suplex. Commercial break underway. But the action doesn't stop for nothing.
5 minutes.
This show must go on. Drop toe hold onto a chair. Shida has a lot of finesse with the weapons as well. Dangerous competitor. In so many aspects. Shaking up a little bit. We fit off the ropes. Into the corner now. Oh, elbows. Nothing to start your day off like an elbow to the face or a punch to the gut. And referee down with the 1 count. Hikaru Shida speaking Japanese. I don't really have a translator here, but it doesn't matter what she's saying. It matters how she's competing, and I think she's doing okay right now. Coconut Crusher working on doing some damage, but got judo tossed away by Wii Fit Trainer. Stacking her up. Jackknife. We've seen matches end this way. Oh. And a wrestling match can end in the blink of an eye. We've had some great classic matches here in the Undercard, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for good matches. No more awkward endings. No time limits here. Just go all out and get the win. Kendo stick in hand. Knee takes her down. Swinging that weapon. Bounced right off of her. Hurricanrana in the center of the ring. Oh, headlock spinning around. Wow. Show of strength there by Shida. Obviously, also another competitor from AEW. We got some people from all the companies across the world, the greatest champions competing here. Wii Fit Trainer, a former women's champion, obviously, in her season. She did really well. Till she ran into Gail Kim, who will be in action, I believe, next week. So don't worry about that. Abdominal stretch got reversed, and a heel kick did not connect. Back body, suplexing, bridging into the 2. Almost like a Northern Lights there. STO takedown, and now Shida! Oh, with the flying knee! That could be it. That could be it. It's sunk in deep, and the leg is up in the air, but show with the shoulder 2.5. That knee is so dangerous. That has won her many matches and even a championship. Hikaru Shida with the knee. The Hurricanrana. Taunting for the fans, and the crowd is starting to get live here. They're starting to get loud here. It's the last Gold Rush. Pushing all the titles to be defended here. Already in episode 2. That's a lot to ask of the champions, but that's what you have to do in this show. You have to compete week after week at the top of the top. This is the prime. This is the peak. And this is Wii Fit Trainer with the headbutt. Going up top now. Oh, leg drop. Huge leg drop, and Shida's got to be feeling that one. Backslide. This could be her first victory of the season. No! Shida just barely rolled out of that. Oh, went for something, got reversed. Abdominal stretch. We Fit Trainer with the submission. Staring face to face. Oh, reversal, maybe a powerbomb. I don't know what she was looking for there, but she didn't get it. And maybe another diving leg drop. Not sure she got all of it. But Shida got up and got brought right back down. We Fit Trainer taunting. Hikaru! No, it didn't work out, whatever it was. And now the stretch plum. The leg is not supposed to bend that way. Superior athletes colliding. Rodeo stretch, the finisher from We Fit Trainer, and that is it. Submission victory. And the first for her in Season 10. Mistakes were made. 100% match evaluation. I don't know if I agree with that. But I do agree with the following. The next tag match is going to be very interesting because we have the Good Brothers, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, going up against Sabertooth and Warrior. The Zombie Warrior, to be exact. So way back in time, like pre-pandemic 2020, I started this series, and it was kind of just crazy, and I didn't really have an idea of what it was going to become. I was kind of just doing Fire Pro and goofing around and putting weird teams together because I thought that would be funny. So Sabertooth from the X-Men, and Zombie Warrior is just a zombie version of Ultimate Warrior. There's no other way to explain it to you. And they have not been seen since Season 1. Here we go. It's getting goofy again. I kind of like seeing crazy characters, man. It makes me happy knowing that anything is possible in this game. Like, I know there's a lot of mods on Steam, but the PlayStation has so many options. This game is really great at simulating stuff, and the character creator is almost limitless. Like, anything you can think of, as long as the person is bipedal, they can be created. It's pretty impressive. And I've even seen some people, like, making invisible body parts. You know, you get Zach Gowen, the one-legged wrestler. I've seen somebody create a Slimer. I've seen so many things over on FNet, or whatever the Fire Pro net is. And, uh-oh, wait a minute! Midnight! The hour is midnight! And the dreams have just been crushed. Desperation tag by Sabertooth. Zombie Warrior in action, first time since Season 1, going up against Luke Gallows. It's going hot right now. Big boys battling it out off the ropes. The Good Brothers. Great communication. Competed in Season 3. And we're champions there. What's interesting about the team from the blue corner over there, Zombie Warrior and Sabertooth, they were originally just called Team Undercard. That is true. That is where I got the name from, is from this very team. Before I even had the name of the show, I called them Team Undercard because I was like, wouldn't it be cool if I had my own show or my own team? And that's kind of it. I was playing Fire Pro before I created the series, and they were a tag team, like, just that I created in my mind. And then I brought them back for this first season. So this is like the OG team right here. Sabertooth, obviously, with the super strength and that regenerative healing ability that him and his more famous brother have. Wolverine never competed in the undercard, but we did have Beast at one point compete from the X-Men as well. Big kick there by Luke Gallows. Knees to the back. Tag to Zombie Warrior. He's just the Ultimate Warrior brought back as a zombie. And the Ultimate Warrior, obviously a great champion in his own right as well. Oh no. Double team. The Good Brothers. With that effective double team maneuver, a drop kick from Carl Anderson did not connect, but that elbow did. And Zombie Warrior going to fly! Back elbow missed by a mile. Oh. Jumping powerbomb into the corner. Rope breaks there, but Sabertooth's going to get involved anyway. And didn't really do much for his partner at all, actually. Tag made. Luke Gallows is here. Multiple time tag team champion. Luke Gallows has had experience all over the world. Being technically part of the Bullet Club. At one point was part of the Elite, I guess. Kind of. Off the ropes. Here comes Sabertooth. Spine buster. And returning the favor with a clothesline. Over half an hour into the episode already, and we still have two more title matches here. Women's title will be on the line, undercard title on the line. Godzilla versus Hulk Hogan in the main event. Not going to want to watch? You're not going to want to watch? Of course you're going to watch. You're not going to want to miss. Botch! Sleeper hold. You better be watching. What are you doing if you're not watching? Headlock. Not going to want to miss that one. Slipped out of it. Nice tag made to his partner.
10 minutes gone.
Good Brothers trying to control the space, but it's not working out. The power of Sabertooth coming into play now. He's got the claws, and he's scratching away. Tag made. Luke Gallows with that bald-ass head off the ropes. Nothing there. Yeah. Suplex. Put a little stank on it. Headbutt. And just biting away. I believe Luke Gallows is bleeding now. His eyebrow got ripped right off. Sabertooth taking a chunk out of him. Oh, backbreaker. Zombie Warrior showing the crowd what he can do. Powering up. The ultimate slap. Oh, the big shoulder. The classic flying shoulder. I actually saw Ultimate Warrior on his very final Raw appearance before he passed away, so that was a cool experience for me. Strike exchange between the two. Carl Anderson, underrated striker. Dropping him right on his head. Brainbuster fell outside of the ring, and now there's going to be chaos between these teams. Oh, bodybuster. And an ultimate splash to the back. Cover. Everybody's in. Only a 2. Choke slam. And now Carl Anderson snap suplex. everything fell apart, and the crowd is going crazy, and I think so are these teams right now. Sandwiching lariat. And a reversal there by Gallows, but he got clotheslined. Holy crap. That was kind of crazy. Low blow. He's still bleeding. You got to wonder how that's affecting his performance right here. Powerbomb. Almost got thrown into Zombie Warrior there. Choke slam into a pile of blood. I don't know if that adds extra damage, but it's definitely embarrassing that you can't conquer somebody that's pouring blood out of their face off the ropes, looking for that spine buster, but went for the flapjack instead. You never know what's going to come from Luke Gallows. A lot of experience and a lot of moves in his arsenal. Tag team action underway here. And if you're missing out, you're missing out, because this is turning into one hell of a match. Carl Anderson getting kneed right in the ribs, and there's a big splash. That's got to be a cover. 1, 2, but his partner's there to save up the match. Full Nelson slam, and off the ropes goes Zombie Warrior into the spiral. That spinning double spine on the pine. Learned that from another Anderson. Arn, perhaps. There's a breakup. Shoulder breaker. Boot to the face. You do not want to go 2v1 against the Good Brothers. There's a reason they're in this season. That rhymed. I didn't mean it to, but it did. Back body, reversal. But they work so well together. They communicate. They're always on the same page. They're a very dangerous tag team, but so are these two. Oh, geez. Team Undercard here in the Undercard. This is the Undercard Season 10, Episode 2, Last Gold Rush and Military Press Slam on the outside. And on the inside, TKO. I don't know who's legal right now. But there's a boot. And there's a stalling suplex from Zombie Warrior. Felt like he held him upside down forever. 20 minutes already in this tag match. Bloody, but still competing is Luke Gallows. Looks like Gallows is going to make the tag. Carl Anderson chasing them to the other corner. Zombie Warriors ready to just stand there and taunt. Okay. Bad decision from him, but the splash! Wait a minute! What happened there? No way! I don't even know how Carl Anderson got knocked down, but that was the worst time for it to happen to him. Shoulder block! Zombie Warrior wasn't done. After the bell, he attacked Luke Gallows. Hey! The match is over. A surprise win out of almost nowhere. That was crazy. I'm going to have to look at the replay of that one. But it'll be up on YouTube forever. And next up, we got a first appearance from Kenny Omega, but not the first appearance from Kofi Kingston. Interestingly enough, Kofi Kingston did appear in Season 1 as well. He was part of a four-man group called Team SmackDown. I believe that at one point he may have had a singles match, but either way, Kofi Kingston had to be a part of the Greatest Champions season. He's a 10-time tag team champion, former Intercontinental champion, at least one-time WWE champion. I mean, Kofi Kingston's stacking belts up for his collection. And, of course, one of the greatest AEW champions, Kenny Omega. One of only two people here in our roster that's on the cover of the game. Kenny Omega's on the cover of this video game, okay? That's how big of a deal he is. So, let's get this action underway. way.
Fight!
Speaking of the cover of Fire Pro Wrestling World, the only person that hasn't competed is Naito. And I don't really have a reason for that. It just never happened. We didn't do like a season of Greatest Japanese Superstars or anything. We did have some people from New Japan early on. Oh, dropkick outside of the ring, and Kofi Kingston making a big statement here. A lot of expectations for Kenny Omega, I think, going into this one. This is Kofi's match to win, though. If Kofi wins here, it will send a statement to the rest of the roster. I feel like this is a bigger opportunity for him than it is for Omega, because when you're at the level of Omega, people just expect you to win. You've got that extra chip on your shoulder. You've got that higher caliber, and I mean, out of the two, Kenny Omega's the bigger star. That's just the reality of the situation. But I believe Kofi Kingston's held more championships. So there might be a little bit of love lost between these two. Scoop slam. Nothing more simple than that. And Kenny Omega's going to follow him to the outside. Cat and mouse outside, back in. Kick. Make it quick. Kofi, a very speedy competitor.
Yeah.
And there's a Hurricanrana. Keeping it going. Keeping him on his toes. Kenny Omega making his undercard debut here with a strike battle. Kicks. Elbows. Oh, right to the midsection. Shaking up a bit on that. Didn't like it. Breaking the eyes. Again. Anything goes here. You're allowed to do that. And, oh, just stomping a mud hole in the corner. Choking him with the foot. Dragging him out. Trying to inflict more damage. Kenny Omega with the DDT. We had Okada last week. Absolutely one-side AJ Styles. But this, I don't think this match is going to be one-sided at all. Jumping suplex. Now Kenny's going to stay there on the inside. Kofi Kingston. A part of the New Day, one of the most successful tag teams in wrestling history. That's just the facts. Champions competing here in season 10, and there was the Golden Trigger. Not sure if he got all of it though. Oh, nice tilt-a-whirl reversal. Omega running into problems with the speed of Kofi Kingston. DDT had to slow things down, plant him right on his head. Figure four. Woo! Shout out to other roster member Ric Flair, who unfortunately lost last week to Godzilla in the main event. But don't worry, Ric Flair will be back at some point to compete again. We've got a long season. Everybody gets multiple chances. One loss isn't the end of the road. And we've seen people lose and then come back and do really well. So sometimes a loss is the motivation you need. Rope break. Good call by the referee. Backslide here. Number one EFED on the internet. And if you ain't watching, I don't know what the heck you're doing. Neck breaker. Drop toe hold.
Golden
Trigger! The trigger right to the side of the head. 1, 2, and that was a huge blow to Kofi Kingston. He barely got out of that one. That almost knocked him out. And Omega with those dangerous knees. And Kofi Kingston at the speed of lightning with the jumping clothesline. Now things are kicking into an extra gear. The next level from these two. Kofi going to fly. Drops the leg on him. Stomping on him. Double drop kicks from the both. Nice trade. Love to see it. Spine buster. Again. Back to back. Kofi's doing really well in this match right now. And Kenny working on the legs, trying to slow things down. He went for the shin breaker and then the figure four. That's smart by Omega. Drop kick, didn't connect. Now you got to capitalize, but he can't. Gets caught again. Kofi is just so fast. A lot of people think it's all about strength and speed. Or, I'm sorry, a lot of people think it's all about strength and size, but what about speed here? Kangaroo kick. Kofi Kingston. An incredible performance right now. Uh-oh. No, no, no! Oh. Coit's Wrath. I thought he was going for the one-winged angel, but he turned it into something else. 2.5. And another shin breaker. Followed up by the figure four. Woo! Kenny Omega, the cleaner. The best bout machine. Changing the world of wrestling is a hard thing to do, but this guy has definitely been a part of it. And there's a spinning elbow. Kingston dropping the Jamaican accent, but also dropping Omega on his ass. Trouble in Paradise. Did it fully connect? Bad positioning for Kingston. Rope break. Good call by the referee. Omega got lucky on where he landed. And Kofi, unlucky that he didn't drag Omega away from the ropes. Wait a minute, Tiger Drive on 91! Oh my God. Was that the butterfly pile driver? Whatever it was. Butterfly pile driver! Oh, back to back. That move is gross.
Golden.
Oh, missed the knee. But he caught him. Wait, no. Reversal. Kofi! Almost stole it away. I thought that was it. I thought that was the end of the match. This match is crazy. What the hell is happening? Brain Buster. Oh my God. D-trigger coming. Connects to the back of the head. Brain Buster again. Omega now getting the offense in. If he hits that one-legged angel or one-armed angel, it's over, and that the match is over anyway. That was an awkward ending, but the win goes to Omega no matter what. 15 minutes exactly. I'm not sure. I think Kofi might have been knocked silly by that knee to the back of the head and just could not recover there. Sometimes that's all it takes is one strike, one blow. Everybody on the right side of the screen is doing really well, and that does not bode well for the next number one contender for the women's champion, Shayna Baszler. A very dangerous athlete, no doubt. The submission magician. She will snap your fingers. She will break your elbow. She will snap your arm in half. She will tear you apart limb from limb. But she's going up against the most dominant woman in undercard history. This is Awesome Kong. This is the problem. The problem is Awesome Kong got hit by everything Supergirl had last week and brushed it off. Is Awesome Kong unbeatable? Is she invincible? We're going to find out right here.
Fight.
Title on the line. Nobody's done it. Is Shayna Baszler the one to do it? Tosses her over. Awkward collision. This is serious time. This is serious business. Nice suplex reversal. That's what you need to do. I can tell you how to deal with her, but dealing with her is a different thing. You can look it up. You can read Awesome Kong's Wikipedia. You can research. You can study. You can practice. But getting in the ring with her is a different beast completely. She came from the season of Monsters and Giants and absolutely dominated that season. That was season 9. And in eye rake, Shayna Baszler had to do something. Hip toss. Just keeping her away right now. Keeping the beast at bay. Gotta work on those limbs early. Start your game. Start the submission planning. Nice reversal snapmare. Shayna Baszler. She's been in this position before. She's competed at a high level her whole life.
Yeah.
And of course, she came from season 2. Currently 1-0 in the rankings. She defeated Becky Lynch for this opportunity. And I don't know what the hell that was, but it didn't work. Oh, there it is, the flying knee bar. Awesome Kong. Oh, she just got latched and tossed. Having a hard time dealing with Shayna Baszler right now. Scoops her down. But the power shift is quick. She grabs you, and it's hard to escape. One move is all the difference in a match like this, and that move is the awesome bomb guillotine. Shayna Baszler looking really good here, but we've said that. We've said these things before. I feel like I'm repeating myself. This is the same old story, and it's like watching a repeat of Awesome Kong splash on somebody like it's nothing. 2 count. Championship on the line. She's held that belt since season 9, episode 2, I believe. Awesome Kong became champion and then held on to it and hasn't dropped it since. Nobody's been able to even figure out this puzzle. Chop down. The power is too much. The size, the intimidation. It's just all at a different level. Not your average woman, not your average monster. Awesome Kong is a sight to behold. Shayna Baszler with a good stomp though. Has head control in the center. Elbow off the ropes. Senton flipping on to her. Could a submission be the way? Guillotine. If she can't breathe, she can't wrestle. That's a good strategy by Shayna. Just choke her out. Shayna Baszler might not be everyone's favorite cup of tea, but you cannot argue that she's one of the greatest champions, especially here in the undercard, coming from season 2, back when it was the junior weight title. Wants to become women's champion. Had a long feud with Io Shirai. And now going down low to Awesome Kong. Flipping and dipping. Nothing there, but an elbow connects. And now breaking the elbow! Oh, that move is gross. Joint manipulation at its best. And Awesome Kong with the chokeslam, following it up with the strikes. Her anger coming into play. The temper might be the downfall of Awesome Kong. She might get too frustrated and make a mistake. And look at the leg lock. Center of the ring. Will Awesome Kong tap out here? Shayna Baszler putting on a performance of a lifetime. Chop. Chop. And another chop. Tumbling chops from the champion. Undefeated. Awesome Kong putting an end. Oh. There's the exclamation point. No way. Kick out in the center. Shayna's tough. And that was a message from Awesome Kong that she's not done yet, but she might be here. Leg lock. Wait a minute. Awesome Kong needs to do something to get out of these submissions. Chokeslam. Strikes to the face. Almost the first hour of the show is over. High kick didn't connect. Clothesline missed. Wait. Whoa. Shayna has a chance here. Went to the arm again. Awesome Kong. No. Put her in position, and, well, that was fun. 1, 2, wait a minute. Shayna, no! Implant Buster! One move is all it takes, dude. It doesn't matter how hard you work. You run into that, and Shayna Baszler showing the toughness, barely kicking out of the Implant Buster there. 2 power bombs, 1 Implant Buster. How much more damage can Shayna Baszler take? You work so hard, and then you run into the fucking mountain that is Awesome Kong. There's a reason she's undefeated. There's a reason she's champion. There's a reason she's here, pummeling you in the head. Choke slam! Oh, wait a minute, reversal. 13 minutes. Shayna is wobbly. From behind, submission from Awesome Kong now. Hey, she can do it too. Chokehold, Shayna should be able to get out of that with her black belt. Tosses the champion outside. That was a smart choice. Recover. Uh-oh. Steel chair. You better get that out of there. Don't let her hit you with it. Steel chair to the back. Ah! And to the front, too. Awesome Kong doesn't give a fuck how she wins. No! Shayna Baszler is getting a beatdown. And she missed there. Oh, kicks it out of her hand. Hold on. No, blocks the strike. Elbow. Shayna. I can't believe I'm rooting for Shayna Baszler right now. No way. Gut wrench. She's not my favorite either, but I want to see history be made on this show. This is the final season. One of these streaks has to end. Come on, man. That's what they're meant to do. All streaks come to an end. Team Halloween and Awesome Kong have to be defeated. Somehow, some way. Somebody's got to do it. Is it going to be Shayna Baszler? Oh, God. Wait, the power bomb in the corner. Is she touching the ropes? She might have been touching the ropes, and now, wait a minute! The positioning! The takedown from the top to the arm! Awesome Kong had her, but the ropes were there, and the referee saw it. And now the chair... No, she missed! Damn it, sledgehammer. Weapon still in the grasp of the champion. She doesn't need that steel chair. She's just choosing to use it. And this is gonna be all she wrote. 1, 2, 3. God damn it, dude. God damn it, dude. I get my hopes up every time. Why do I never learn? Next up, I am a real American. Last week we had a dream match between John Cena and Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan hit 3 leg drops to get the 3 count, and now gets this chance to become undercard champion at a premium live event. A lot of people are saying that Hulk Hogan shouldn't be here. It's the season of greatest champions. Hulk Hogan is one of the greatest champions. Shut up. Don't complain to me. Complain to Hulk Hogan for being a top-level superstar, probably the biggest superstar wrestling's ever produced, maybe other than The Rock. I don't see an argument for that. Hulk Hogan was in movies. He was the biggest thing to hit the 80s, and now he's here going up against a big obstacle. The King of Monsters, the current Undercard Champion Season 9 winner with a very important defense. Our main event, Hulk Hogan versus Godzilla.
Fight!
The atomic leg drop versus the atomic breath. Which one is more powerful? And definitely countries on the line here. The all-American hero, the real American Hulk Hogan, repping the good old USA in a power struggle between Japanese legend Godzilla. Two icons throughout media, movie stars, champions. This is the main event. Off the ropes, here comes Godzilla with an elbow and a low blow. Tuck your tail between your legs, because this is gonna be a ride. Off the ropes, here comes Hulk Hogan, getting knocked down again. What you gonna do, brother, when Hulkamania runs wild in the undercard? The Hulkamaniacs watching at home. Godzilla stomping on them, causing an earthquake in Tokyo. Go, go, Godzilla. Headlock. Hulk Hogan with the classics. Doesn't have to change things up. It's been working for him his entire career. You're not going to see anything new from Hulk Hogan, but there's a boot. A move out of his own book. His own playbook there. Yes. Rock bottom in the corner. And the taunt. Listening to the crowd. Godzilla takes the time to let him do it and just maybe recover a little bit. Title defense here for Godzilla. This would be a huge win for him if he can get it done. Chops battle. Hogan striking back. Brother. Brother. Listen here, Jack. What you gonna do, brother? Off the ropes, nothing there. Off the ropes again, nothing there. At a standstill for a moment. Stalemate. Knee to the gut. Striking away.
5 minutes gone.
In the corner. 5 minutes gone into the title match. Headbutt. Hogan getting stomped on again. And if anybody can conquer this giant, it is Hulk Hogan. He body slammed Andre the Giant in front of 100,000 people. Or something stupid. I don't. You know the thing. WrestleMania 3, you know what I'm talking about. Reversal. All the way outside of the ring, and Hogan's going to chase down the champion. On the outside, headbutt in front of the crowd. Low blow. Everything hurts more on that outside. Nothing there but very thin padding. Weapons are legal. Low blows are legal. Playing dirty is encouraged. I say, do whatever you need to do to become or defend this title. You want to become champion? You got to earn it. You got to defeat Godzilla. Push him away. Hulk Hogan, one of the most powerful superstars in history. Unbelievable strength. Yeah, he was a bodybuilder before he was a wrestler, and now knocks him down with a 2 count. Checking him. Hogan with the big arm of 24-inch pythons. 1, 2. Charles Robinson looking for a 3, but Hogan rolls his body over. Headlock. Keeping it at a slower pace is where Hogan's going to excel. Into the corner, but he's got to do some big offense here. More than just a fist to the face. More than just a knuckle sandwich. Sidesteps the spear. Godzilla hit about 10 spears to Ric Flair last week. Atomic drop right to the ass. And now Hogan had an opportunity to do something else, but Godzilla just spotted it, sidestepped it, and suplexed him. Godzilla's gaining more experience. The more matches he has, the more confident he is. Atomic breath. And there's the fire and the flame to the Hulk Hogan, who's getting dropped down onto his ass. Fire! Hogan is in trouble. The Hulkster is burning, suffering from second-degree burns. Cover 1, 2, and we almost had a title defense here. Rope break. Hogan's got to do something if he wants the chance to be added to the list of champions. You know what it would mean to have the name Hulk Hogan on that list? That would be crazy. Both recovering slow. Hogan with the coconut crusher picks Godzilla back up. Strike battle between the two. Who's gonna win this one? No, no, no. Big boot. You. Whoa. Just tossed the number 1 contender out like it was a piece of trash. No respect for the legacy. And Godzilla's building his own legacy here. He's biting him. He's taking his teeth to town, and Hogan is bleeding. We've seen a couple performers get busted open by getting bit. Why is everybody biting each other? Cover. Pinfall attempt by Godzilla, and he gets it. Enough damage was dealt, and Hogan just got swallowed up by Godzilla. All the championships remain in place. And I guess it's up to the rest of the roster to step up. It seems like this was a full sweep for the red side. And that doesn't always happen, but it did happen here today. First up in the recap of the Undercard Season 10, Episode 2, Last Gold Rush. Team Dreamer, obviously, unsuccessful. Team Halloween, still champions. Booker T and MJF had a pretty good match. MJF coming off with a huge victory, his first of Season 10. We Fit Trainer with a submission victory. Zombie Warrior with a crazy body splash at the last second. Kofi versus Kenny might have been match of the night. Kenny Omega somehow got the win out of that one. Kind of surprised by the result there. Shayna Baszler, unsuccessful, but a good attempt nonetheless. Respect earned, but streak didn't move. And of course, in our main event here today, Godzilla retains and will return at episode 4. So I guess the good news is, next week, we will find out who will be next in line. And we'll see the rest of the roster. So it'll be a great show. Thank you for anyone that was lurking. And thank you to anyone over on YouTube watching on that side of things. I always appreciate the support for the show. And I really hope something changes in the second half. Or something happens in the future of this. Because, man, these streaks, they gotta end.